Future of Journalism in the AI Era, Opportunities and Challenges. I welcome today's valedictory sessions President, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ganta Chakrapani Garu. Today's chief guest, Sri K. Srinivas Reddy Garu, Chairman, Media Academy of the Chair of the Telangana. Yes, sir. Guest of honor, Venugopal Reddy Garu, Chairman. Guest of honor, Dr. L.V.K. Reddy Garu, registered. Guest of honor, Director in charge academic, Professor Anand Pawar. Please come on to the dais and occupy the chair. I request Professor. I request Chief Host Speaker Mohan Ramurthy Garu, Associate Dean, Asian College of Journalism, Chennai. I request Seminar Director Professor Srinivas Vadanam sir, please come on to the dais and occupy the chair. I request Dr. Raghavendra Garu to present a sample to the President of the session, Professor Ganta Chakrapani Garu.
Chairman గారికి ఇస్తున్నాను మీరు మారారు
K. Srinivas Reddy sir, and I request Arinder to present a sample to the President of the session, Ganta Chakrapani. Mohan Ramurthy sir.
Venugopal
Sir. I request Radhakrishna Garu to present a sample to the guest of honor, Venugopal Reddy Garu. Please. I request the President of the session, Professor Ganta Chakrapani Garu, to proceed with further proceedings. Thank you very much.
A very good evening to all of you. Distinguished Chief Guest, Sri K. Srinivas Reddy Garu. I always call him as Chairman because since I know him for 40 years, I know him as a Chairman of Union. He's a unionist basically. And from those days onwards, he's a stalwart of Telugu journalism trade union movement also. I welcome you, sir, for this valedictory seminar. Along with Srinivas Reddy Garu, we have very distinguished guest who came all the way from Chennai, Mr. Dr. Mohan Ramurthy Garu. Mohan is also, I think, he is well known. Not only journalist, of course, for Open University also. In this year, this is second time. He delivered actually, he was the, in fact, he was the key to have this kind of debate and a discussion on AI. Last time he came to deliver lecture on same topic, and today he is delivering valedictory address. Mohan is Associate Dean at Asian College of Journalism, and he was in journalism for the last 40 years. And other colleagues who are on the dais and off the dais, I welcome all of you for this valedictory meeting. Since last 2 days, Department of Journalism, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University, under leadership of Dean Faculty of Social Sciences, Dr. Vadanam Srinivas Rao, they are deliberating on a very important and timely theme, journalism in AI era. Just now, when I was entering, very prominent journalist and my colleague, he is saying, no, it's a wonderful theme, and they have very intense discussion over the topic. So our idea is that actually when we conceived this kind of topic, we felt that, we need to discuss the future of journalism. I mean, the future of journalism, the main challenge is news collection, news presentation, and news follow-up. Unfortunately, the discussions on journalism are almost prohibited in Telugu land. I mean, earlier, when we were in the journalism and we associated with unions also, even unions also used to organize these kind of seminars and discussions. Yesterday, while delivering my initial address, I was telling there is no link between classroom to newsroom. No, I mean, nobody or no flow. There is no flow from classroom to newsroom. Very interestingly, without classroom's knowledge and classroom's presence and without idea of anything, lot of new things are entering into newsroom now. Newsrooms are creating news from desk itself. And after television, I think, editing and, the editorialship and, desk is almost disappeared. I mean, the person who is in the field is directly telecasting every, bulletin and everything, every news. In this context now, AI is emerging as a threat. For some of them, AI is a kind of facilitator and facility. And definitely for some reasons and, some aspects, it is a threat also. In this context, we thought, we should have, at length and 360 degrees deliberations on AI and its impact. Yesterday also we had very high-profiled kind of panel discussion. Even today also we had one more panel discussion. Yesterday on AI and the news, credibility of news. I mean, that means there is a threat to credibility of news because of AI. And today, teaching of journalism, teaching and research of journalism in universities and, in this context. Today we have, yes, very experienced journalist to deliver the keynote address here. Before that, we have other guests also. I think now I'd like to request our Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences and the Director of Seminar, Vadanam Srinivas Rao, to give a brief report of seminar, because we are already late. And if you read out all 66 pages, maybe it may take 1 hour. You please summarize that and give us the gist, because we have very serious valedictory addressing, as well as we have 2 chairmen here. So please allow us to, take some more time, and briefly you please give the report. Thank you.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, President of today's valedictory session, Professor Ganta Chakrapani, Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university. Chief guest of this valedictory session, Srinivas Reddy Garu, Chairman, Telangana Media Academy. Our special guest, keynote addressee, Mohan Ramurthy Garu, Associate Dean, Asian College of Journalism at Chennai. Our guest of honor, Modugula Venugopal Reddy Garu, CEO, TSAT. And our another guest of honor, Professor Anand Pawar Garu, in charge Director Academic, and dignitaries of the dais, delegates, directors, deans, research scholars, friends. Good evening to you all. I welcome you all to this valedictory session. In fact, already our president sir gave directions to that, and brief report only I am going to give. Here in 17th, yesterday morning, we began presidential opening remarks with Honorable Vice Chancellor. Sir has told that president over the event and said that artificial intelligence is transforming various industries around the world. He said that Indian journalism is ready for digital transformation, and also there are challenges such as content reliability, job stability in the media sector, and integrity of editorial practices. Sir said that leading Indian media houses are rapidly adopting artificial intelligence. Regional and local publications are facing challenges related to digital literacy and infrastructure. Now, followed by Shruti Patil, another distinguished chief guest of yesterday's inaugural program. She is stressed about that the event and said that artificial intelligence should be used ethically for opportunities such as speed, efficiency, investigative, and effective journalism, including data journalism, personalization, and fact-checking tools, she has explained. And another keynote speaker, Andhra Kesari University Vice Chancellor, Dr. DVR Murthy garu, delivered the keynote address at the inaugural ceremony. He said that 4 decades ago, it was clear what was news and what was not news. He said that now everything has become news without any such check. Professor Murthy said that there is no proper control over the news industry in India. He revealed many surveys have conducted that artificial intelligence is not being used ethically in many media industries. And finally, Telangana Government Advisor Public Affairs K. Keshav was chief guest of yesterday's program. He told that good things can only happen if we combine human intelligence with artificial intelligence. He said that dissemination of information with values is necessary. He revealed that there is no technology beyond conscience. And also news reviews and verification are essential. After that, panel discussion started, and credibility of news in the AI era. In this, participants are senior journalist K. Srinivas garu and Times of India editor special reports C.H. Sushil Rao garu, executive editor NDTV Uma Sudhir garu, and senior journalist Mahu Media Vanaja garu, and other participated. Discussed about the credibility of news in the AI era. A fruitful session concluded with panelist views and questions and answers by the participants. The panelists discussed about the practices in media house, explained the challenges, and suggested the ethical consent. These are the panel discussion follow-up, and followed by technical session 1 on cross-media storytelling, cultural, social, and technological challenges, current trends, and future global perspective, chaired by Professor Usha Raman, University of Hyderabad, and session talk by Dr. K. Srinivas garu, senior journalist. About 14 delegates presented their research papers relevant to this theme. After that, technical session 2, AI in film, electronic media, AR and VR in newsrooms, chaired by Professor K. Stevenson sir, Usmania University, and session talk by Sir Sri Hemant Satyanarayana garu, founder COE of Imaginative XR. About 12 delegates presented their research papers relevant to theme. On second day, day 2 started with technical session 3, from headlines to deepfakes, navigating AI's impact on media integrity. The session was chaired by T. Satish Kumar, Head Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Usmania University. Session talk by Sri Sudhakar Reddy garu, Udumula, Editor Investigations, The Times of India. And followed by the second panel discussion on journalism, education, and research in the AI era. Professor C. Padmaja Shah garu discussed the origin of journalism, evaluation, and emergence, explored the disruptions, threats of citizen journalism. And another panelist, Professor Shashikala garu, emphasized the establishment of AI labs in all journalism educational institutions. Professor Faryad from Urdu University, head of the department, described the competences of journalism students, disclosed the ethical issues. Professor Tejasvi Navalur from Karnataka Open University, Mysore, he suggested regular trainings on AI and upcoming technologies to the trainers, teachers of journalists, and the change of syllabus is important. And Professor Jabbar garu explained technology aspects. He is a head of department in Vardhaman Engineering College and AI specialist. He explained about technology and other aspects of AI. And Rajaram garu is a professor in IFLU. He discussed about few case studies and algorithms bias. Lastly, Dr. Kurmanad garu alerted the challenges, is working in Mahindra University as a visiting professor, alerted the challenges of AI, attention and action, how to use AI ethically. Final in the row, technical session 4, impact of AI on PR, corporate communication, threats and opportunities, chaired by Professor G. Nagamalika garu, Department of Communication, English and Foreign Language University. Session talk by Dr. S. Ramu Garu, MNR University. About 15 delegates presented their research papers relevant to this theme. Overall, 80 research papers received for the seminar all over the India, from Kashmir to Pondicherry. And about 45 delegates presented their papers in offline and 5 delegates were presented in the online. After peer reviewed, all received research papers for this seminar will publish with ISBN. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
I think this is a kind of fast news reading. Okay.
Already you have instructed.
Oh, yeah. As I instructed, AI is doing that. If you tell AI, I want this speech for 12 minutes, it will read 12 minutes. If 3 minutes, it will be 3 minutes. In the same way, generally in academic institutions, the seminar directors feel that, the final day and valedictory day, they have to report everything, whatever happened here. Since I said, you have to conclude, in short time, he literally, made us to just follow him. And, but trust me, it is a great kind of deliberation happened here since last 2 days. And the people, those who attended here, they are very prominent in their own fields, particularly in digital media, visual media, and, newspaper journalism. And the range of themes and sub-themes also. And it's almost included every aspect of today's journalism in a way. And also attempted to explore each and every aspect which is influenced by AI and, other aspects of AI. Thank you, Srinivas. It's a wonderful kind of seminar. So you have successfully conducted it. Now I'd like to invite our very beloved friend, Venugopal Reddy. Venugopal Reddy is just over నిమిషాలు ఈ సందర్భంగా మా డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వేణుగోపాల్ రెడ్డి గారు మన టీశాట్ అనే నెట్వర్క్ ఉంది ఇక్కడ మన దగ్గర. నేను అయిన తర్వాత టీశాట్ నెట్వర్క్ హెడ్ గా ఉన్నారు, చైర్మన్ గా ఉన్నారు. వారిని మాట్లాడాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను.
Good evening, all of you. Future of AI in the journalism era, opportunity and challenges. ఈ అంశం పైన వాళ్ళ అంబేద్కర్ యూనివర్సిటీలో పెట్టడం అనేది నిజంగా ఇవాళ ఎక్కడ చూసినా AI అనే అంశం మీదే చర్చ జరుగుతుంది. ఈ సమావేశానికి నన్ను పిలిచినందుకు ధన్యవాదాలు. వేదిక మీద ఉన్న ప్రెస్ అకాడమీ చైర్మన్ శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి గారు, అంబేద్కర్ యూనివర్సిటీ వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ గంటా చక్రపాణి గారు, మిగతా పెద్దలందరూ. సో AI అనేది నిజంగా ఇవాళ జర్నలిజంలో ఉక్కిరి బిక్కిరి చేస్తుంది. ఇది ఇందులో మంచి ఉంది, చెడు ఉంది. లేని విజువల్స్ అంటే ఏఐలో మనము అక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతున్నది, ఒక అంశం జరుగుతున్నది అంటే జరగనిది జరిగినట్టుగా చూపించే పరిస్థితులు ఈరోజు కనపడుతున్నాయి. సో అటువంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో కొన్ని అంశాలలో ప్యానిక్ కావాల్సిన పరిస్థితి కూడా ఏర్పడుతుంది. కాబట్టి దీని మీద పూర్తి స్థాయిలో అవేర్నెస్ తీసుకురావాల్సిన అవసరం ఉన్నది. జర్నలిజంలో ఇప్పుడు నేను దాదాపుగా నాకు ఒక 17 సంవత్సరాల ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ జర్నలిజంలో. నేను వచ్చినప్పుడు ఒక ట్రైనీగా వచ్చినప్పుడు మాకు గురువులు చెప్పింది మాత్రం చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా జర్నలిజంలో వ్యవహరించాలని చెప్పారు. అదేవిధంగా వ్యవహరించినాం మేము ఆల్మోస్ట్. సో మేము వస్తున్న క్రమంలోనే రోజు రోజుకి అది మారిపోతున్నది. ఏదైనా ఒక స్టోరీ రాయాలంటే ఖచ్చితంగా ఒక టైప్ చేసి ఖచ్చితంగా అది నిజమెంత వాస్తవం ఎంత ఇదంతా తెలుసుకొని కొంచెం స్టోరీ తెలుసుకొని రాసుకునే పరిస్థితులు ఉన్నాయి. కానీ ఇప్పుడున్న పరిస్థితిలో వాట్సాప్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఎవరైనా ఒక అంశాన్ని రాస్తే అది నిజమా వాస్తవమా అది తెలియదు. దాన్ని ఎవరైనా ఫార్వర్డ్ చేస్తే అందరికి ఫార్వర్డ్ చేసే పరిస్థితి వచ్చింది. అవే బ్రేకింగ్గా కూడా కొంతసేపు నడిచి ఇది తప్పు అని చెప్పి మళ్ళీ దాన్ని సవరించుకునే పరిస్థితికి వచ్చింది. సో కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు ఈ వాట్సాప్ జర్నలిజంలోనే ఇట్లా ఉన్నది. ఏఐలో మరింత మార్పులు, అంటే మంచి అయితే ఉన్నది, అందులో లేదని చెప్పట్లేదు. సో మరింత మార్పులు అవసరమే, కానీ దీన్ని మంచి కోసమే వాడుకునేలా ప్రయత్నము ఈ మానవాళిలో జరగాలనేది అందరి యొక్క ప్రయత్నంగా జరగాలి ఫస్ట్. ఇది జరిగితేనే ఏఐ జర్నలిజం సక్సెస్ అవుతుంది, లేకుంటే సక్సెస్ కాదు. ఏఐతో యుద్ధాలు కూడా వచ్చే అవకాశం ఉంది, వ్యక్తుల మధ్యలో కాదు, మొత్తం ఊర్లకు దేశాలకు యుద్ధాలు కూడా వచ్చే పరిస్థితి ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి దీన్ని చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా వాడుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉన్నది ఏఐ జర్నలిజాన్ని. ఇది ఎటు పరిగెత్తుతుంది అనేది తెలియదు. ఇప్పుడు ఏఐ టెక్నాలజీతో ఒక జర్నలిజమే కాదు, మనుషులు ఇప్పుడు రోబోలు తయారు చేసినా కానీ ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఇవి ఏఐతో, వ్యక్తులను కూడా ఒక వ్యక్తిని ఏం చేస్తాడో తెలియదు ఏఐతో. సో ఆ పరిస్థితి వచ్చేది ఉంది. కాబట్టి దీన్ని చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా వాడుకుంటే బాగుంటుంది అనేది, దీని మీద పూర్తి స్థాయిలో పెద్దలు శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి సార్ కూడా మాట్లాడతారు. కాబట్టి వాళ్ళందరూ దీని మీద ఎటువంటి అవేర్నెస్ కార్యక్రమాలు ప్రతి రాష్ట్రంలోగా దేశం మొత్తం కూడా జరగాల్సిన అవసరం ఉన్నది. సో కాబట్టి ఈ అంశం మీద ఇట్లాంటి సెమినార్స్ పెట్టడం చాలా మంచిది. సో ఈ భవిష్యత్తులో ఇంకా ఇట్లాంటి జరగాలని కోరుకుంటూ సెలవు తీసుకుంటాం.
Thank you, Gopal Reddy. And now I request our in charge director academic, Anand Pawar, to give his message for 2 minutes.
Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir and other dignitaries of the dais, especially Chief Guest Srinivas Reddy Garu and other friends from different parts of the country and participants, very good evening and welcome you all. Thank you so much, Professor Srinivas, Dean Faculty of Social Sciences and Director Seminar, for inviting and making me part of this. So my job is very simple, and I would like to highlight a couple of case studies and relate to the journalism, because I am not from journalism. I am a commerce and business management student. So we all of us know how AI, artificial intelligence, it is not intelligent itself. And we are intelligent, no doubt about it. So this is what, as a teacher of management, I believe and practice. And I try to make you to believe and practice, so that things will be, it should be servant, not the master. Anything. And I would like to highlight a couple of cases, because this is the domain of journalism in the era of AI, how it works and how it is working, and what would be the future of the journalism. So journalism and mass communication. So communication is part of, again, my domain of business communication. So I'm little connected with this subject, a little emotionally, but I would not be emotional, but I would like to place a couple of things before you as case studies, because we believe and practice in our domain of subject with case studies in business management. So I heard one case took place in Bombay High Court almost 14 years ago, where one case was dealt. I am not going details, sir. Just take the link. Generally in advocate, what you call legal frame, what they do, they quote some cases, how they took place from Apex Bank, what you call Apex Court, Supreme Court, and they try to establish their cases. But one advocate, practicing advocate, made one hypothetical court case and presented, and he was able to influence, or what you call defend his case, and appreciated by the judge. And it is article judgment is out based on that case, because he quoted the case of Supreme Court judgment. But finally, they referred all the other advocates, legal practitioners. They searched about this case, where it took place and how it took place. But they did not find anywhere. Then they had some committee to examine it. Then finally they found that this advocate was very intelligent, and he used the AI at that time, and established by prompting, saying that so and so case and so Krishnamurti, if I remember, Krishnamurti or Krishna, I don't remember exactly, but and that case was based on, he proved in the case in favor of his client, and he succeeded in the court of law. This is one example, and how it is taking, or taking to even misleading, or whatever term you refer it. And another case, if I look at
from research point of view, as teachers, we do all research. And even today, if you want to write a review of literature, and when you take one topic, it will give you based on the scope and XYZ names, whatever you use the names before in your text writing, AI will take those names as already they have done some research, but it is not there, in fact, to say. So based on which we establish our study and conduct our research and we'll submit our reports. And it may be government or some policy makers may be taking further to implement and go about the welfare schemes and all that. So this is true. And when we do research, the AI, how these two are misleading to the fact, whether it is fact or not. So what I mean to say here in this case, the AI is an intelligent, skilled research assistant, not principal investigator. This is my outline. What I would like to bring in. So you should be always principal investigator, not the servant. So AI is only a tool, advanced tool in the technology, which works you for as a research assistant, intelligent, skilled research assistant, not the principal investigator. So if you keep yourself as a principal investigator, AI will not lead or dominant and mislead the society or the government or whatever stakeholder it is going to present it. So in this context, if tomorrow I'm linking to your journalism because it is not my domain, but still I try to link and say that what would be the future of journalism. So there are many opportunities because of technology, and AI is just advancement of technology. It is not everything. It is only a part of advancement, and there will be further advancement in the technology. So in the journalism, tomorrow, if any media based on the journalism, if they create any content with evidence and all that, and based on which, for example, any crime takes place or anything takes place, and generally judgment and legal framework, they look at the facts and figures rather than police report, if we believe it. Generally, always legal within the framework, they keep little aside of this police report, but they go by facts and figures. So if based on AI and if they use very aggressively, and how it is going to lead and how we are going to address tomorrow future, this is all the pros and cons of AI in the era of journalism. So I particularly place these couple of questions before you to think and use as intelligent as you are. Don't make the AI or technologies intelligent than you. It is always servant, not the master. Thank you so much for the given opportunity.
Thank you, Pawar. The worry is, suppose it master, what is the issue? Since yesterday they are deliberating and discussed everything. Actually, we got this idea from Mohan. Earlier, we invited Mohan to deliver Narla Memorial Lecture at our university. When I think in the March, second week of March, he delivered a very abstract kind of presentation. He made a presentation on AI, journalism in AI, same, to expand the scope of that lecture and also to take different dimensions from different experts. The department has designed this seminar. And again, we invited Mohan, since he's not presented full text of earlier lecture. I think we hope today with this valedictory address, he fulfills that that duty also. I welcome Mohan to deliver. Before that, I invite Sunil to introduce Mohan Ramurthy.
It is my great pleasure to introduce the keynote address today. Sri Mohan Ramurthy Garu is an Associate Dean and a faculty member specializing in digital journalism at the Asian College of Journalism, Chennai. Sir brings over 2 decades of experience as a full-time working journalist with reporting and writing. Credits for major publication including The Hindu, Business Line, Business India, Sifi.com, Patriot Daily, and Dainik Bhaskar English Daily. Sir has been teaching journalism at ACJ for over 10 years. Additionally, his expertise extends to the development sector, having previously worked with the Banyan Academy in Chennai and a UNDP project in New Delhi focused on HIV, AIDS, and human trafficking. SAR development sector skills include communication strategies, project design, report writing, training, and capacity building. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Distinguished dignitaries on the dais and all the participants and guests who have come here. A very warm welcome and good evening. I'm going to talk about AI and journalism and also journalism education. So so this lecture is broadly in 3 parts. We'll talk about AI, then we'll talk about journalism, and then we'll talk about journalism education. So from what I've heard in the previous sessions and all that, I mean, like there are a lot of buzzwords and a lot of ground is covered. I mean, you must be like almost, tired of hearing if I say any AI-related buzzword, because all the things everybody spoke at some level. And I also looking at this seminar design, and the 2 panel discussions are so exhaustive that I said, what am I going to talk, having said that, I thought I'll try to kind of revise what I had a plan. I said, I'll speak about these things, but I said, okay, let me revise it. So I'm going to do a little prepared and little extempore. So some thoughts which came after I came here, after listening to others, and some thoughts which I had prepared. The first thing I want to talk about is that this year's International Day of Education, the theme has been AI and education, preserving human agency in a world of automation. I think this is a very timely and very relevant to what we are talking. I think the crux of this whole debate, if you look at the crux of this debate, it's very simple. It is human beings versus machines. Right? Human beings and machines. It's as simple as that. AI is still a machine. With a code, without code, whatever you call it, it's still a machine. So world, there's a lot of inventions that have been done since, many of them had impact on civilization. And how is this invention and development different from the other ones? I think that is one thing we need to really talk about. Keep the focus on how is the past, all the inventions and developments that have taken place, how are they different from AI? I think there's one central point, and that comes from this contradiction between human being and the machine. In the entire past, all the inventions, human beings had the control. They said, this is what it is, and it will work like this, and it will work like that. Always, human beings had the agency, what they call as an agency. They had the control. They had the upper hand. No invention has really had a spirit or autonomy of its own. If you make a car, the car will work like a car. It's as simple as that. You have a plane, it will fly. It will do all the inventions were doing exactly what human beings wanted. They said, I want this outcome from this, and they would get that. Okay, so let's look at some of the specific ones so that we get a context. Let's take something like paper and printing press. If you take paper and printing press, what does it do? It made literacy easy. It made knowledge transfer easy. It made communication easy. And it changed the world in terms of literacy. People became educated citizens, and it had a profound impact on living and governance. Until then, all the very different kinds of governments were there. Only after the paper and newspapers through press, books, there's a whole generations after generations they have changed, and we have now a very literate, aware world which is competent and good to fulfill their democratic functions. They are able to elect governments, they are able to take decisions, think about issues and all that. The same applies for, let's take something as simple as telephone. Telephone also kind of shrunk the world. It made instant communication possible, but it did not dominate our lives. We were able to use it when we wanted. We wanted to speak to someone, and we said, we'll pick up the phone and call. All the other developments, like say, for example, steam engine to aeroplane, it just shrunk the world, brought it, I mean, like distances became easy. You can travel from anywhere to anywhere. There was a time when even in India, people wouldn't have crossed beyond 50 kilometers around. And then suddenly you are like crossing oceans and people are traveling. So the world became smaller and smaller. It's become like a global village. But again, human beings decided how much and what to travel, where to travel, how much to travel. The control still was there. It was not like some aeroplane is going to influence you to travel. It was not that. Aeroplane was just a device. It just helped you to fly. So all the inventions and all the changes that came, human beings had an upper hand. Now let's turn to the situation where human beings were not so sure about having this control. It started with at some very basic level at digitization and computers, information technology. That was the first time we started outsourcing what is critical to human faculty to some machine. The most simple, common example everybody would give is that a calculator, when it came, we got so used to calculator. First generation could do arithmetic through like in their mind and all that. And then the next generation had to calculate on paper. Now you really don't depend, calculation has not been central to one's activity. You just take your phone and open the calculator app and you will multiply. You know the concept of multiplication, addition, division and all that, but you don't do it. You don't sit and do step by step to arrive at the answer. We just outsource a part of something as simple as calculation to a device. The other thing we started doing without like really thinking about is remembering things. There was a time when you had to remember, because if you have to, like say for example, what is the capital of Australia? If you don't remember, you will have to go look up an encyclopedia, look up a atlas or something to get that information. So you are forced to remember. Memory used to be very strong. Now what happened, we said it's available in a search. Just you click, you will get the answer. You know Australia, you know its capital, but you will not remember it. You will say, it's there. When I need it, I will use it. So I still remember that there was a time when I used to remember a number of telephone numbers because every time I used to dial, it would register in my mind. The more frequently I dialed, more numbers I remembered. Now there is no way that I will remember. I tried like my son's number, I would actually dial each time instead of going to the address book. I'll dial the number, but still it doesn't register. Because my mind tells me that, hey, it's there in the phone. You just have to go type the first letter and it will be there, fast dial. So we are outsourcing a lot of things which are, there's no value judgment. Please remember that there's nothing which is right or wrong at this point of time. We are in that critical juncture of the human history that we can't just say all that past was great and that was the best way of living, or all the future that is going to come is going to be golden era. There is nothing. There is no guarantee whatsoever which way things will go. So the first point that I'm trying to make is that human beings are becoming dependent on inventions of various kinds. We walk less and we use automobiles more, for example. There is nothing wrong in it. I mean, you can do walking even otherwise, but if you have to go somewhere quickly, you take a automobile, there's nothing wrong. You can go by car, go by a scooter, two-wheeler, there's nothing wrong about it. But will there be a time when we will not be able to walk, or we lose entirely touch with walking? We don't know. I mean, these are all, science fiction level material. We don't know. Do our legs become obsolete because we are not going to use them for long periods of time? We don't know. I mean, it's like, I'm trying to give you a context in terms of the time scale that we are talking about. It's a very long time scale, but the last 20 years, suddenly it got accelerated. Every new invention is getting accelerated. That is, if you take from press to radio, there is a gap. Radio, TV, it reduced. Television to internet and internet-related technologies further reduced. Internet technologies to AI is further getting compressed. And within the AI, it's getting compressed. It's acceleration. Before we could realize what is good for us, what is bad for us, before we realize, what we are doing with it, it's just coming on. And we did that mistake with many speakers pointed out. Very happy to hear that. Many of us, we thought that social media is going to do great wonders. WhatsApp is great, Facebook is great, and it turned out to be such a bad thing for certain aspects. It still has its good things, but it turned out to be very bad in terms of governance, in terms of information dissemination, in terms of impact on media. It did a lot of bad things that now we are not able to stop it. The media doesn't know how to deal with social media. No one is going to a website of a media organization to read news. They are reading it on social media, and media is getting dependent on social media, and it's all a big mess. What I'm trying to say is that earlier we had time to think about various things, and there is a scope for course correction. You can correct the course. You say, like, I'll give you an example, like, say, for example, genetically modified seeds and foods. And we know it takes time. There is a period, we research, we think about the positive use. We come up with a policy, we think about safeguards. We'll say we'll allow in this, we'll not allow in this. There's so much that happens because it affects health, it affects people, there's so many, in everything there is some kind of phased approach. There's a phased approach, whereas from internet to social media to AI, there is no phased approach. It's just, we don't know how to deal with it. It just happens. It just happens at such a pace that we are not even able to deal with it. So that's my first point. The first point is what will be the human agency vis-a-vis AI? How much we will allow the technology to determine what we do? How much will we depend on technology if I have to take a decision. I'll give you an example. These things sound very abstract, and Chakrapani Garu said abstract, and I tend to talk a little abstract, but I'll give you a very concrete example. Like, say, for example, if I want to read a book, I'll go to the library. There is X number of books, and I know the classification. I will say I want to read history within that, World War, and within that, and I know this writer. I think this book is good. I'll pick. You can't do that on internet, because internet will start nudging you. Internet understands you at some level and says, this is what you need. It will never tell you that these are the 10 things are there. You pick what you want. No, it doesn't. It says, based on your friends, based on your search, based on your other interests, based on your online activity, I think this is what you should pick. And I'll tell you that 9 out of 10 of us wouldn't watch those silly videos that we are watching because, YouTube is just giving it. All the reels that you see, it is not because some friend is giving you. It is the Instagram or YouTube shorts. They are giving it. No friend is telling you watch this, or you did not go, and there is no library of 1 million reels and you say, I want a reel on literature. I want a reel on religion. I want a reel on dance. No, it is not like that. It just assumes based on a whole lot of, and that is where the danger is. That the way the machine understands you is where the danger is. The machine understands you in ways even your close friends, your family, your intimate people don't understand. Because there's a lot of psychology. They employ a whole bunch of experts to figure you out. Why? What is their interest in figuring you out? Because they want to give you information that they think you want. And that comes with targeted, 2 things happen. When they know you, they do 2 things with you. One is they use it to give you information which will influence your thinking. And it can be good information, bad information. If it's bad information, it's propaganda, and it serves a political purpose. The second thing they do is they will create, knowing you, they will say, hey, if I tell this, he will buy this shampoo. And he will make you buy the shampoo. Because they know you at a level, or they tweak your thinking to a level that you are receptive to it. So this is the first part of my thing. So AI is going to make this much more sharper, deeper, because you are giving information. Each time you search for something on AI, you are telling who you are. What are you looking for? And AI is going to take everything about you into that repository. There's nothing wrong because it's still in a formative stage. Nothing will happen. No scaremongering. We shouldn't be worried about, yes. But it does. It will get to know more and more and more about you, because unlike all the previous technologies, now it will have access to your health records, your reading, your marks, your everything it can put, because everything is getting fed into that huge, gigantic machine. Now we'll go to the second part of it. This is about AI in general. The second part is very simple. You cannot separate media from society, and these whole technologies are going to change the society, and therefore media will also change. In which way it will change, what happens, I think last 3 days it has been elaborately discussed. There are very positive sides and there's a bit of a negative side. The positive side, we all agree that it makes life easier. But anything that makes life easier, you are giving away what we call as a control. You cede a control. I mean, I'll give you one small example. I don't know how many of you use Google pass keys, and because everybody wants your password, and you say, I can't remember all the password. So you put everything in one place, and that is where you are giving so much of information to the one particular organization. Any login, if you're going to use Google, imagine how much Google knows about you. Just imagine how much Google would know about you. Google will know everything that you are, if you are opening Canva, it will know. If you are opening Facebook, it will know. It will know what you are doing. There's nothing wrong. We are not doing anything wrong. But all that creates a profile of you, and that is used for very targeted information. It will use it for targeted information. How will the media deal with this? The media, I told you that we did not find a way to deal with Google and Facebook. When will we find a way to deal with ChatGPT and other AI tools? There we followed them. Here also, media will follow them. But media will, I'm just hoping against hope that media will find its way through this, because now we are, once bitten, twice shy. I mean, like, we already know that this is what it is going to do. Now we are aware. Now we are saying, when social media came, we didn't know that it will become a breeding ground for misinformation. Now we know. Now we know what the AI can do, how it can spread misinformation. Now we are more cautious, more better equipped to deal with it. And can media survive without using AI is a big question. Can you survive without using a smartphone is a big question. Can you survive without using WhatsApp is a big question. Because you might want to get out of WhatsApp, but your entire network of people that you want to keep in touch with are going to be on WhatsApp. Increasingly, this is where they thrust things on you. This is where the danger is. I'm going to talk about this before I go to the positive side, but I just want to flag these two things. That there is no choice. It's an assumed thing that I can live without a smartphone. You can't. I can live without Aadhaar. No, you can't. I can live without this. No, you can't. You cannot log out of this system. You can't live off the grid. That is the important point. And tying you to the smartphone benefits two people. One who is selling goods and services, which is the capital. And the second one is people who want to influence your thinking, which is in the realm of politics. This is the broad point. Now, I will go to the next part of my thing, which is what is good about AI, or how do we deal with AI? Now, the good things are, as long as it remains a tool, it will make life easier, better. Like, I'll give you an example. If I do my own research and find out that there are 3 flights provided by SpiceJet and Indigo and Air India, and these are the very different rates, and I want this particular time and this particular rate, I have to do this entire work on my own, and I will decide that I will take this flight. I am deciding. But I can also just say, I want to go to Hyderabad for this seminar. Chakrapani Garu invited me. This is on Saturday. You tell. AI will tell. It will get the best option. But AI is deciding, not me. That is the difference. AI will be doing the right thing also. Wrong thing, we'll keep it aside. Maybe giving you the best idea also, but you are allowing it to decide for you. It's not allowing you, helping you to decide. No. It is not saying these are the 3 options, you choose one. You are asking which flight would work best for me. And it will take information based on that and give you the thing. All right. So that's that is what we call ceding the control. You give away a part of your control on this. Now, the second good thing about AI is that, it's very, you really need to think about it. Why everybody is spending money, billions of dollars, not just millions, billions of dollars everybody is spending For what? A tool that will write. Why? Why should you invite billions of dollars for create a tool that will write? We human beings are capable of writing. You should be creating AI tools for things which we can't do or which we don't want to do. I want you to create a robot which will wash clothes without me doing anything. I'll just say, hey, wash my clothes. It's in the laundry basket. It should do it. At that time, I'll sit and write. I'll sit and paint. I'll do music. No, we are going to put all the money in developing tools that will write, which is a very intrinsic human faculty. We'll put all the money to paint, which is a very human thing. Anything intrinsic to human activity, you are going to say, no, AI will do. Then what will I do? What will I as a human being do is the question. Okay, it's doing all those wonderful things. It is writing, it's painting, it's editing, it's making life simple. What do you do with your life? With all the time that you have saved, what will you do? You will wash clothes. You will wash your car. What will you do with that time? What do you do? All the interesting, fun things if AI is going to do easily, what are you going to do is a question that you really, and also you need to really ask why so much money is being put into this kind of a product. There is nothing wrong with the product. It's an amazing product. We need those products. I don't dispute it, but you need to still ask questions. So this is a devil's argument. Now I'll give you the last part of it, which is how do we deal with this? The first problem we can resolve by decentralizing AI development, which means that there should not be one company which produces this biggest AI tool and they rule the whole world. I want an AI tool for journalism which is developed somewhere in Africa. I want an AI tool for sociology, something developed in Latin America. I want an AI tool for history research built in India. I don't know. I just don't want one company to have this mammoth power. It doesn't work. So that's the first thing. So then it will be more localized. It will meet more requirements. It will be more. See, I don't know what goes in ChatGPT owner's mind to develop ChatGPT. But if I am developing it, I will say, oh, this is what we need. Okay, these are the parameters. Oh, no, don't do this because this will affect the pedagogy. This will affect human memory. This will affect this. I will think about so many things and I will come up with a product which nurtures and enhances and improves human potential, capability, lifestyle, living, and all that. Okay, so that's so the first question is, monopoly of AI is bad, decentralization is good. The second one is, all of you talked about bias. Some of the bias you can remove if you move AI out of the West. So India is trying to do, one of the good things is Indian government has tried doing is that they are trying to develop what we call as a sovereign AI, India's own AI. And India's own AI is good for another reason, which is that we are a multilingual country and all AI is in English, largely in English. And as one of our speakers, Tejasvi sir, said in the morning session, we need AI in Indian languages because all Indians are not very competent and strong in English. So the second thing is we should look for AI which is in the regional language, culture, context, and ethos. It is possible. We have all the talent. We have somewhat, we have the money also. And it can be developed and India is trying to do it. And every institution, every large engineering cluster, every large college, they need to do it. And the last point is, what about education? And I'll explain that in just in a couple of minutes. If you know how to write, you can ask AI to write something for you. But there should not be come to a place where you don't know how to write and you get AI to write. That is the problem. The math problem is that increasingly if you lose, then you don't understand the whole concept of addition, subtraction, and multiplication. But you just say, multiply this from this, it doesn't mean anything. So in the education system, the best thing to do is teach the basics of AI and then tell them that how you can use AI. That's the best. That is what in our college we have AI module. We have done it for the last 3 years. We have an AI code. No matter what we say, our students use AI and all that. We encourage AI. We teach prompt engineering and all that. But I always tell them that you should know how to write, because you know what thoughts you have in your mind. You need to articulate in your words. For that, you take the help of AI and say, fix this grammar, find me a better word, fix this sentence structure, give me more information on this subject. But the thinking process needs to be yours. And if the thinking process is yours, then the writing will be yours. The same for everything: cinema, videos, painting, anything that AI is able to do now. If it is going to originate from human brain, it should originate from human. Only the embellishing, only making it easier, making it better. For that, you can use AI. But you should also remember that AI, in fact, that's my favorite line, which I keep telling in the class. We are not imitating AI. People keep saying, oh, this looks like AI generated. No, it is our content which AI is generating. It has taken all the wisdom, all the material that we have, and it is just rehashing it. So it is not doing its own thing. AI has never created a single sentence. It has a huge vocabulary, the library, repository of knowledge, and it just rehashes it. It's a great technology. So the point that I'm trying to make is it's important to human beings to keep producing original work and retain that capability to produce original work. If AI kills your ability to think and produce original work, AI will also die, because it is going to take only stuff that you create. It can't create things on its own as of now. We don't know what the future is going to be, but I am optimistic. I think there has always been saying that technology is never went against human beings, And in the entire thing, the only time we came very close to self-destruction was by inventing atomic bombs. That is the only time in the human history we were self-destructive. And we still have not come out of that danger. There are still piles of nuclear weapons everywhere. There's still some madcap, political leader is there. Anything can happen to this world, but we are not as worried as we were in the 60s and 70s when Russia and America were fighting. Superpower rivalry was there. But now we are beginning to feel that maybe we are doing something which is going to make our life easier, but also make us different, so much so that we may not remain who we are. And that is where the guardrails come. That is where the boundaries come. That's where you need to establish what you are planning to. And each one of us need to be aware, conscious, know the tools, and don't become lazy and give everything away to the tools. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mohan. In fact, we started this seminar with some kind of fear and negative aspects of AI. Ultimately, you presented and you confirmed that artificial intelligence is no match for natural stupidity. So always we have natural stupidity in our life as well as in our media. That will prevail when if we use AI in a controlled manner and in a right way. Thank you very much for that positive note. And
At least for now.
At least for now.
At least for now, till
at least for now.
Picture becomes clear.
Yes, and of course, the fears are there because everybody is talking about AI, every day. As you said, a lot of investments are flowing into AI, and now AI is going to be a big kind of business in the world. So obviously, this fear will come, and much before that, our cinemas also. Your Shankar brought that AI robo, which finally, it destroys entire human relations. So that is the worry, actually. The journalists are also getting now, whether they lose the jobs and all. Of course, a good prompter will become a good journalist in future. Yeah, fine. Now it is time to hear to our chief guest and chairman of Press Academy, Srinivas Reddy garu. శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి గారికి జంధ్యం ఉంది కాబట్టి ఆయనకు పరిచయం అక్కర్లేదు. జగమెరిగిన బ్రాహ్మడు ఆయన.
వద్దు కూడా.
మావాడు ఉత్సాహపడుతుంటే గత 50 సంవత్సరాలుగా తెలుగు జర్నలిజాన్ని తన కనుసైగలతో శాసిస్తున్నటువంటి ఉద్యమకారుడు, కార్మిక నాయకుడు, మాకు ఒక 40 సంవత్సరాలుగా శ్రేయోభిలాషి మిత్రుడు, నాయకుడు శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి గారిని ఇంతకంటే పరిచయం చేయలేము. 2 సార్లు మీడియా అకాడమీ చైర్మన్ గా ఇచ్చినటువంటి వ్యక్తి, సంపాదకుడు కూడా చాలా సంవత్సరాలుగా, 30 సంవత్సరాలుగా. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, ప్లీజ్.
Thank you. This evening, valedictory session of the 2 days AI workshop or seminar. Professor Ganta Chakraparty, good friend of mine. Dr. Mohan Ramurthy garu, Mitrulu Venu, CEO of CETA, Dr. Sunil garu, Professor Anand Pawar garu, Srinivas garu, Professor, my senior colleagues in the profession are sitting here. Number of known familiar faces are here. Friends who came from, I'm really glad to know some of them came from Jammu Kashmir. Karnataka is here, Pondicherry is here, Maharashtra is here, but coming from Jammu Kashmir is great. I think I'll try to talk in English, but better to talk in Telugu. I'll mix it. The other day, some of the friends came, invited me for a media meeting of IT people. The name of that function was Pitch to Media. Pitch to Media. Young girls came, young women, young boys came. They invited me. This is a media affair. You must be participated in this. I openly said, I am ignorant of it. IT, I am ignorant. The tonnage of meeting subject, name, pitch to media, I don't know. which I know from art. Some game. Please explain. Please explain. I requested him. I told, but he could not grasp. The AI also the same. Then the chief guest was Minister IT Sridhar Babu. I told openly like this only. I do not know. I know Sridhar Babu very long time. I was very much suspected whether he is MLA, whether he survived in this present day politics as MLA, practicing advocate in the High Court. But he became the Minister of IT. కొనసాగుతున్నారు IT మినిస్టర్గా నాకు తెలియదు. Then he said, Srinivas Reddy garu, we should not show our ignorance. We know only periphery. Don't go into the details. So, taking a clue from Sridhar Babu garu, I confine only periphery of AI, artificial intelligence, because I happened to be the chairman of the Media Academy of Telangana. My former chairman is here, Allam Narayana. When translation, somebody told me that the translation of Allam Narayana while writing, in translation, the Google translation said, Allam Narayana is a ginger Narayana. But translation, AI also may do this type of. I did hold to the practicing journalists in the Media Academy. It is an upcoming stream. Those days, when we entered in the profession, most of them not even intermediate. In 60s, in 70s, when we entered in the profession, not even. Everybody used to cite G.K. Reddy. He not even completed 12th, +2. D. Sitaram, most of them senior people, not even a graduate. I can cite several of the senior journalists. Pottur Venkateshwar Rao. After that, some education, at least graduation. For Indian Express, they need typing. If you have a typist, automatically you will be a journalist. For a Hindu, shorthand is essential. If you know the shorthand, you will be there. Now, if you are handling the computer, then you will be the journalist. A time has come now, coming. If you know, use the AI, then in the future, the managements of the newspaper going to be recruiting, do you know AI or not? That is the situation now coming. I know, నాకు కొంతమంది చెప్తే విన్నాను, మహబూబ్ నగర్కి రైల్వే ట్రాక్ వేయటానికి నైజాం పీరియడ్లో ప్రయత్నం చేస్తే దేశం మొత్తం మీద దొంగలు వస్తారు ఇక్కడికి వద్దు అని చెప్పి మహబూబ్ నగర్ ప్రజలు అడ్డుపడ్డారట. అప్రహెన్షన్. సిమిలర్లీ ట్రాక్టర్లు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసినప్పుడు వచ్చినప్పుడు ది రైస్ బౌల్ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ వాజ్ అట్ దట్ టైమ్ East and West Godavari districts. Those farmers are there. The Kulilu, agricultural labor prevented, we lose our jobs. Similarly, a computer, all bank employees are agitated in the 70s, 80s. Now also, there is a large scale unemployment, retrenchment, losing jobs, that threatening is there. But టార్గెట్స్ ఆగిపోలే, కంప్యూటర్లు ఆగిపోలే. ఏఐ వల్ల నష్టం జరుగుతుంది ఉద్యోగాల కన్నా భావం ఉంది, కానీ టెక్నాలజీని అడాప్ట్ చేసుకోకపోతే వచ్చే కష్టాలు ఇమీడియట్గా న్యూస్ పేపర్ ఇండస్ట్రీలు కూడా ఉంటాయి. అందువల్ల ఇవాళ కొత్తదనాన్ని స్వీకరించటానికి కొంత ఇబ్బంది ఎదురవుతుంది. సోషల్ మీడియా రాగానే బాగుంది అని అనుకున్నాం. ఇప్పుడు చాలా మంది సోషల్ మీడియా అనగానే కన్నెర చేస్తున్నారు. బట్ మై ఫర్మ్ వ్యూ ఈజ్ వితౌట్ freedom of expression, without media freedom, there is no democracy. Similarly, anybody would like to suppress directly or indirectly social media, it is a big threat to the democracy. What is the bad? You must see to control. అంతే తప్ప మనం చెప్పడానికి సోషల్ మీడియా చాలా ఇచ్చేస్తుంది. నిజమే there is no control at all. For news media, for print media, there is a control. There is organizations to see that whether good or bad. Press Council of India is there. A license is there on the. Similarly, the electronic media channels, 24/7 channels, they have a licensing system. There is something is there to good or bad. But social media, nothing is there. That is the argument coming forth. ఇప్పుడున్న పరిస్థితుల్లో ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ త్రూ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద పేపర్స్. మోహన్ గారు, ది IBM last year they reviewed how this AI is applying in the various sectors, including the newspaper media. They have taken 6 countries: America, Britain, Japan, Denmark, another country is there. Their experience is very not so encouraging. The encouraging part is in the newspaper industry, but journalism, editing there, it is using. Editing. And as Dr. Chakrapani said, 1,000 words, concise to 150 words. Easily, without a minute, it will be over. It is using more in the journalism art and lifestyle, they said. Art and lifestyle. And soft sector. This is a soft sector. They are not going to political and international affairs. నేను చెప్పాడు చాలా గందరగోళం జరుగుతుంది దీంట్లో అని. ఉంటుంది, అవకాశం ఉంటుంది, కానీ we can't avoid. We can't avoid. దీంట్లో my basic question is whether AI or not. It's a way is making our job, taking some information, knowing some information, searching for some information with few seconds we are getting the information. We are talking about the journalism, for journalists, for news aspects. Mohan garu chepparu, media and society, where we are going, where the journalism is going. That is basic. So that also we must question ourselves. Today's journalism is questioned by everybody. Everyone. What for? Journalism is what for? Freedom is for whom? This is also a basic question while we are discussing about the AI. To use for AI for better. I was surprised to see in the Savani 62 papers on AI. It's an excellent workshop for 2 days. In fact, I am envy. చాలా ఇదిగా ఉన్నాను. మేము పెట్టాల్సింది మీరు పెట్టారు, ఇండియా అకాడమీ పెట్టాల్సింది అని. దాంతో
కొన్ని డబ్బులు ఇస్తే ఇప్పటికి కూడా మీ పేరుతో పుస్తకం ఇస్తాను.
డబ్బులు అమ్మా, డబ్బులు ఉంటే నేనే పెట్టేవాను. గుడ్. నేను ఇప్పటికీ Media Academy, so far we have conducted a workshop for 3 workshops. One for exclusively for women journalists in Hyderabad. And we are going to have this type of AI workshops and AI only in the different parts of the state. Really congratulate my friend Chakrapani and also the team. We have no such team. This is a university. Everything is ready to do it. So I once again congratulate all the, can I say students, research scholars, journalism interested people, and department and vice chancellor for inviting me for this valedictory session. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. In fact, in very casual way, I asked you to collaborate with us, but I'd like to tell the audience that, we have a very long collaboration and strong collaboration with Media Academy. I think when Srinivas Reddy garu was not even Media Academy, before that, he is associating for the last 3 decades with us, doing our media, writing for mass media in Telugu course. He was a writer. And later, when he became the chairman of Media Academy, we had first collaboration to sponsor candidates, working journalists, to our media courses, both writing for mass media and other BCJ and MCJ courses. Even now also we have a collaboration with Media Academy. Sir, we need not to worry about, how to organize the things and how to educate your working journalists and how to organize the seminars for them. We are open here. We are starting a course on digital media, diploma in digital media, and also we are bringing few elements of AI. We are planning to establish a laboratory AI lab here. We want to train different sections in AI, including youth as well as journalists also. We can develop, short duration kind of programs on AI and using how to use AI instead of going that. I think, we can have such kind of collaborations to conduct, your workshops also. We have all facilities here. Thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting our.
Definitely. The jointly this university and academy will organize courses. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for accepting our invitation and delivering a wonderful lecture in this evening function. Now, I'm sorry. Online. Yeah, fine. We'll issue a few certificates first and then felicitations. Yeah, fine. No problem.
First, Anita Kumari.
ఇక్కడ అంత ఏఐ మోడ్ లో వద్దు, మామూలుగానే
మీరు
రైట్.
Oh, excellent.
Maitreya.
IAS Priyanka Mary Francis. IAS.
Our commissioner is a Priyanka.
Okay.
It's Rama. Rama from Pondicherry Central University.
Pondicherry Central University.
Oh.
Gaderla Sheshu Gaur. Madhavi. Sadia.
కరెక్ట్ డీటెయిల్స్ చెప్పండి.
Sadia from Manu. Maulana other university. Amruta from Usmania University. Parveen Sultana,
Usmania University, Journalism Department.
Government Degree College.
She's faculty,
Assistant Professor in Mass Communication and Journalism.
Paper present chestara. Nice.
Tahir
Parveen Sultana. She's also asking.
This is scholar in Mandra University. Dr. K. Ramaswamy, Usmania University, part-time lecturer. Keshava Anusha, student of Degree College Women.
Budding journalist rather. Budding journalist.
Ramaswamy.
Thank you.
Journalism students are presented papers.
చెప్పు డబ్బులు వస్తాయా?
This guy accept station.
Yeah. అక్కడే ఇక్కడ పెళ్లి స్టేషన్
Honorable Vice Chancellor, please.
అంతే కూర్చుంటూ నేను మా కొలాబరేట్ అయినా మంచి మంచిగా ఫెలిసిటేట్ చేస్తాను. రైట్,
Thank you.
yeah,
Good evening to one and all. As we come to the close of this insightful and thought-provoking national seminar, it is my privilege and pleasant duty to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee. First and foremost, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Sri K. Srinivas Reddy sir, Chairman, Media Academy of Telangana State, for gracing this valedictory session with his presence and sharing words that have truly inspired us to rethink the evolving landscape of journalism amid artificial intelligence. Thank you, sir, once again for providing with reference books related to the seminar. Our sincere thanks to our keynote speaker, Sri Mohan Ramurthy sir, Associate Dean, Asian College of Journalism, Chennai, whose deeply researched and visionary address gave us valuable insights into how AI can transform not just newsrooms, but also the very ethics and practices of journalism. I would also like to place on record our profound appreciation to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Ganta Chakrapani, sir, who has always supported and encouraged academic exploration in emerging disciplines like digital and AI-powered media. Sir, your continued guidance has been a driving force behind the success of this seminar. A special thanks to our registrar, sir, Dr. LVK Reddy, sir, and Director Academic Madam, Professor Pushpa Chakrapani garu, for their seamless administrative support that enabled us to conduct this two-day national seminar smoothly. I also extend sincere thanks to the guests of honor, Professor I. Anand Pawar, sir, and Sri B. Venugopal Reddy, sir, CEO TSAT, for his support in this for conducting this seminar. To our seminar director, Professor Srinivas Vadanam, sir, we owe deep gratitude for your tireless efforts and inspiring leadership that kept this event on a track at every stage. I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the chairpersons of the various sessions, distinguished speakers, panelists, paper presenters, and delegates who added immense value to this seminar through their insights, discussions, and research. Special thanks to Sri Allam Narayana sir, K. Srinivas sir, Sadiq garu, and VSR Naidu garu, and guests for participating in the valedictory session. I also express my gratitude to all the directors, deans, teaching and non-teaching members, engineering branch, PR section, estate officer, technical team, student participants who have joined us from various institutions across the country. My special thanks to my colleague, Dr. Sunil, for his continued help. Finally, a heartfelt thanks to all the members of the organizing committee, faculty of social sciences, staff, Shabbir, Swapna, and Lakshman, and media friends for their behind-the-scenes contribution and the teamwork that made this seminar a grand success. I also extend a gratitude to Professor V. Balakrishna Reddy, sir, Chairman, Telangana State Higher Education Council, for sponsoring the event. To all the participants and attendees, thank you for being with us and making this seminar a grand success. Thank you, one and all.
Sir, I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to set our colleagues in the department.
Yeah, please come.
So first is this,
Yeah, first Director of Seminar, Vadanam Srinivasrao. ఇక్కడ పెట్టాలి శ్రీనివాస్ మీరు ఇంటర్నల్ కాదనుకోండి నో ప్రాబ్లం
Thank you very much, sir.
నీది నువ్వు పట్టుకుంటే నేను ఇయ్యాలా నీ ప్లేట్ నువ్వు పట్టుకొచ్చుకుంటే గుడ్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్ బాగా చేశారు యాదగిరి సునీల్ పోతరా
Thank you. Thank you very much.
గుడ్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
గుడ్ బాయ్